Growing up in the 50s and 60s, I always felt respected. My family had one of the bigger farms in our county in Illinois. I was class president in 8th and ninth grade and made Eagle Scout. And we were active in church. People knew me. However, there were no blacks in my school and very few in town. It wasn't until my third year in college that I really felt how deeply prejudice can cut. In college in the late 60s, my girlfriend and I were co editors of our literary magazine and members of student council, so we were well known on campus. In the spring of our junior year, we decided to get away from it all and go to Miami Beach for spring break. We drove all night. We'd heard about a huge diner just off of the freeway in downtown Atlanta, so we decided to stop there for lunch, figuring it would be safe. Being safe was important to us because we were hippies. We both had hair down to our waists. I had a beard to my belt. I was wearing clean pressed jeans and an iron shirt, and my girlfriend wore a nice looking dress. We'd heard stories of long hairs being beat up, or worse, in small southern towns. That's why we chose a large restaurant in the center of a major American city. In the diner, we threaded our way through dozens of tables holding 200 or 300 people, finally finding an open spot in the back. The place was very busy, so we sat patiently. We waited and we waited. Finally, a waitress walked to a table within 10 feet of ours. The people there already had been helped. I said, "Waitress?" Her face twitched as if she almost turned her head, then thought better of it. I spoke two more times. She ignored us. She left. My girlfriend asked, "Do you think she saw us?" "Maybe," I said. I thought to myself, what kind of place is this? Is it all filled with bigots? I tried again when another waitress hovered nearby. She helped others, then left, firmly avoiding my clear, polite requests. I said to my girlfriend, "Look around. No one will even glance at us." "Should we leave?" she asked. We both knew this was because we were hippies. "Not yet," I said. "Let's see what happens." So we observed others. Every man's hair was cut short. Each woman's hair was styled above her shoulders. Most men wore slacks, though a few did have jeans. Almost every single woman had a skirt or a dress on. Every single person was lily white. Sitting there, I began to feel small. I grew red with embarrassment. Then the embarrassment turned to burning anger. Finally, I thought, what if a black person walked in? This, I realized, is how blacks feel in this city, in the South, all the time. Amazement washed over me. We lasted another 20 minutes, then we left, heads up, looking proud. We wove through the many bodies turned away from us. A few who accidentally began glancing our way averted their eyes as quickly as possible. At the car, I asked my girlfriend, "Did you see any blacks?" "No," she said. "Do you think they get treated the same way?" "Yes," I said. Later, outside of the city, we stopped at a gas station and bought candy bars for lunch. That trip to Atlanta and the Deep South was when I learned what it means to be canceled, invisible, to not exist, to not even be looked at, glanced at in a crowded space. We had been made into nothings with a capital N, as never before in our lives, less than dirt. And it was because of bigotry, what most people of color have experienced time and again. Some of them have had to live with it every day of their lives. From that hour on, I began to say hi to people and chat with them if they looked as though they felt out of place. I especially made sure that I spoke to people of color. I believe the example Jesus gives us is to see everyone, really see them as a son or daughter of God. No one ever should be erased.